Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. My name is Giselle. If you're new to this channel, remember to click the subscribe button down below to see more awesomeness from me. No, you can subscribe if you like this video. And yeah, today, okay, before I start the topic of today, I just want to tell you guys how much I'm obsessed with this kind of cap. Baseball cap with like this curve right here, and my favorite one was the one in white, but due to some reasons it's gone from my life. And if you want to see that video that I explain why it's gone, why it disappeared, why it vanished from my life, you should check out the video that's called My Trip to Australia 2016. It will be up soon. I cannot promise you when, but it will be up soon. And today I'm planning on uploading 2 or even more videos onto my channel because it's Monday and it's summer holiday and I'm bored. That's why I decided I'll, a few more videos up. And yes, today the theme is gonna be love story slash romance slash puppy love, that kind of style. And I don't know, I'm gonna tell you guys like my own love stories from like primary school. Do you guys call them elementary schools? I don't know, but yeah, primary school is around 6 years old to 12 years old. Yeah, around that kind of period. And yeah, I'm gonna start from there, I think. Anyways, yeah. And I have some really updating love story stuff to tell you guys as well. Hello? Focus, thank you. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna start off with one person that's called Colin. And I first knew him when I was 11 years old. And it was stupid. It was so stupid. He was that kind of boy who is very sporty, very tall at that time. I don't know how tall he is now. I've not seen him for 3 years. 3 years. And he plays badminton. He's on the badminton school team. He has a lot of other like tall, sporty, muscular friends, I guess, on our grade. And he was one of the hottest guy on our grade, I guess. One of the popular ones. And I'm using their real names here because I don't think you'll find them anyways. So don't mind me, but I'm using their real names. And I hope he doesn't, all the names that I mentioned, doesn't watch this video, I hope. Yeah, anyways, he is on the badminton team, and the worst part is here. He has a girlfriend. He has a girlfriend. And I just don't know why I had a crush on him because he's so hot, and what I did was just so silly. I would like find him every recess and every lunchtime and talk to him, just try to talk to him, and he would make jokes, not about me, but he would tell me jokes that makes me and my friends laugh, and I loved him that way. Not anymore, but I used to love him telling us jokes, and it was fun time unless his girlfriend is around. So his girlfriend is tall as well, I guess, and pretty, super pretty, quite hot, and she's also one of the most popular girls on our grade. So you guess that part, I guess. I don't know. They seem to be the perfect match at that moment, but now they're broken up. They've broken up. But enough of now. Let's talk about the past. Yeah, so whenever I go and find Colin, or Colin, whatever you say, Colin, his girlfriend used to hang around, and she doesn't seem to mind. The most frustrating part is that she doesn't seem to mind. And I would even call him every day after school just to ask him, like, have you done your homework? What homework do you got? I just repeat these questions every day, and he's just so cold-hearted. so cold-hearted. Whenever I called him, he would be like playing computer games and yes, no. He just answers these basic answers, and I don't know how I did not realize or even notice that he's not interested, completely not interested in me, but I just still continue to bother him. And one day when I go to the female washroom or restroom, I can't say anything today, restroom, I actually met his girlfriend in there. And did you guys know what she said to me? I really want to just give her a F word at that time, but I was so young and I was so stupid. Okay, she said this to me: Colin thinks that we're enemies, but we're not, right? That means she doesn't treat me as an enemy. That means she thinks I'm not even qualified to be her enemy. Like, do you guys get this? Like, she's just so mean and so rude, but at that moment I did not realize the meaning behind that. And I did not realize this until like 2 years ago. And I was just so pissed when I found out. And anyways, that is Colin. And the second one that I will talk about is Bosco. Bosco is a nice guy. We're still friends now, but my feelings for him is in the past. By the way, did I mention that this whole video is gonna be talking about my crushes, not relationships? Maybe I'll save my relationships for later, but it's only talking about my crushes, which it means the ones that I have feelings for them, but they do not, or not yet happened yet. Yeah, that kind of thing. Or did not happen, but we have feelings for each other. Okay, let me explain. Do you know what is crush? What is a crush? A crush might be someone that you have feelings for, or someone that you both have feelings for each other, but you haven't developed it into a relationship. So that's just what I'm talking about here. Colin is the one that I have feelings for him, but he does not have feelings for me. And Bosco is, I think, the same. I'm not sure. He denied it. Anyways, I think it's no. He doesn't like me. But anyways, let's talk about him. So I met him last year. Yeah, last year. No, 2 years ago. 3 years ago. 3 years ago. And we met in a drama class thing. And he was in our group, and we just hang out. We play together, kind of. We talk to each other, but we're not that close at that time. And 2 years later, no, 1 year later, we became classmates. And that's when I started like paying attention to him, because he was one of the few boys that I know in the class. And so I started talking to him, asking him stuff, knowing more about him, because I wanted to have more friends in the class. And yeah, somehow I developed feelings for him. And this time, not stupid. I did not call him every day and everything. He is a very gentle person. He's very quiet at school. He's just a gentleman. And I guess I liked him because of that. And he also plays badminton. He's also in this badminton school team. It's so weird that Colin and him has so much similarities. He's not that tall, but he's also kind of popular on our grade. And yeah, I just liked him, and he guessed it, and then he said no. That's the end of that story. Yeah, I guess so. But I was like, I knew he doesn't like me, so I was like, since it's already 1 year or 1 year and a half since I first liked you, so can you give me an answer? Even if it's no, you can say it. I'm okay about it, because I'm already over him, kind of. So he said no, and I was like, thank you, can we still be friends? And now we're still good friends, even closer than before. So Thank you, Bosco, for being my friend. I love him for being my friend, okay? I think he's a very, very good person, but I don't have feelings anymore, and I don't think I will ever have feelings for him again, because we're friends. Friend zoned. Done. And he's more like my brother now, so sometimes a crush can end up like this. I think it's still worth it. I think it's still great, even though we cannot be like boyfriends and girlfriends. I still think it's okay. So yeah. And there's actually another one after Bosco. That's his friend, but I don't want to talk about him anymore because he's just so out of this game, okay? So done. Okay, I'll still tell you guys. Anyways, his name is Hugo. He also plays badminton, but he's not on the badminton school team. He plays basketball, which is NBA like I do, and he started talking to me at first when we first met. At that time, I was still obsessed with Bosco, and he started talking to me about Bosco because he is Bosco's best friend. And I was like, best friend? I don't know. They're not the best friend, but we kind of know each other for a long time. Yeah. And we started talking. He started flirting. And I was like, does he have feelings for me as well? So I was a bit into him, but yeah, it was only for like 1 month or 2, so that's that. He flirts with every girl. At the end, I realized that, and so it's over. And yeah, he actually cannot go up to 11th grade like the rest of us. He's gonna study 10th grade all over again because his academic results were really bad. And I was like, you deserve that, because he just flirts and play basketball every single day without studying. His English is almost F, I guess, and I tried to like give him advice. I tried to teach him, but he doesn't seem to have the heart to actually work hard for his own success. So I was like, you don't deserve my teaching. You don't deserve my advice. You don't deserve anything from me. So, the end. Alright, now moving on to the newest news, I guess. So, probably if you watched my recent two videos, you should know that I've been out to Australia, and also I've been to a camp that my friend's church that actually arranged. My friend's church arranged this camp, and I went with 3 of my friends. That's Dorothy, Helena, and Carmen, but they're not that kind of important right now. It's not included in the story. I'll talk about my friendships maybe later in another video. But anyway, I went to this camp and for 4 days, 3 nights, and we are divided into 4 groups. There are around 50 people, and we were divided, actually around 40 participants. 8 of them are teachers. So basically, we have 10 people in each group, and we have 4 girls, our gang, and then plus 3 other girls. That's 7, and then there are 3 boys in our group. And the 3 boys, 2 of them is not important. One of them, the one that I'm going to talk about, his name is Victor. Yes, you guys might have heard of his name in my last video because he was actually texting me at that moment, and I was like, I'll be back after I finish this text. I do not remember whether I've cut that part, so you guys might not have heard of his name. Anyways, Victor is 20 years old. He's 5 years older than me, and he's studying in university right now. I've never ever liked a guy that's older than me, so I don't have any experience with dealing this kind of situations. So I was hoping that you guys might leave me a comment down below telling me what to do as well. So yeah, and yeah, so we met at the camp, and at first he was very quiet, and he just barely smiles and talks, but he's a nice guy. And yeah, so we went to the camp for 4 days. But first day we basically barely talk to each other. We just know each other's name, and I know his age and that kind of stuff, but I did not know anything about him. Basically, I was not interested in him at that moment. But then on the second day and the third day, we, you know, in camps they play games, they play a lot of group team games, you know, icebreakers and all that, and we started talking to each other. And in this game we have to, like, the whole group have to form a circle, and then we have to cross like our arms and just hold someone's hand, hold two person's hand, and then we have to spin or something to get our hands all entangled and form the circle again, if you understand what I mean. Anyways, the point is that we have to hold someone's hand, and one of the hands that I hold is completely like random. I hold Victor's hand, I think, and the other hand is another person. But yeah, he holds my hand, and we were actually standing next to each other at that game, and he started talking to me. He was like, "Your hands are so cold," and I was like, "Yeah, yours too." And yeah, because his hands kind of cold, but it's because of the room's temperature, I think. Anyways, so we hold our hands for around 10 minutes, and then we touched each other's shoulders and we talked, and that's when we get to know each other again more. And there's another game that we have to we have to go skipping, you know, skipping ropes, and I am the skipper. He is one of the person who helped me to spin the rope around, you know. And three of my other friends, Dorothy, Carmen, Helena, are the three other persons who is in charge of the spinning the rope, because we need 5 person for that game. So I'm the skipper, and the 4 others are the spinners. I'll call them spinners, but you know, they need to they need to move the rope around in order for me to pass through and jump through and everything. So I actually did that skipping game over and over again, because we need to earn points. The more you do it, the more points you get. So I basically continuously skipped for around 20 minutes or more, and I was so tired. And he saw me panting and everything, and he's like, "Are you okay? Do you need me to replace you? Do you need my help? Anything?" Something like that. And I was like, he's nice, but no feelings at that time. Still no, I think. I know it might have started from there, but yeah. So after 20 minutes or something, I'm recording. Hello, I'm recording. Okay, there goes my brother. So after the game, I just sat there on the ground, and he just offered me his hand to hold me up, and he's like, "Did you just finish your 1 year's like workout?" And I was like, "Shut up," something like that. And yeah, we started talking then. And then on the third day, there's another game that we have to like do a limbo dance through a string, under a string, and he was the strongest one in our group, and so he had to help us. So he's the first one to go through the limbo dance thing, and he helped us all up, and we have more skinship, if you understand what that means. Skinship, just more touching of each other, but not sexual, completely not. So yeah, he just helped us, and we talked even more. And I even, you know, it's a Christian gathering, so after the game we have to like talk to each other, talk in the whole group, share our feelings about this game, the meaning behind this game. And me and my friends cried during one of those sharings, and because we shared something very personal, and the whole group is just closer and closer again. So I got closer to him as well. And then on the last day, which is actually yesterday, I asked him one question. I actually went over to his chair. So we're sitting in a circle. He was sitting on the opposite of me, and I went forward and asked him a question. I asked it this way: why do you? I just kept stuttering, and I heard my friends mumbling behind me, whispering something to each other behind me, and I was like, what the heck? But I did not mind that at the moment, so I just went forward to, why do you believe in God at the first place? And this question just, I've been wanting to ask him for a long time, because on the first day, he doesn't seem to be that kind of person who would believe in God, who would believe in Christianity, who would go to church. So I asked him that question, and he gave me an answer. And afterwards, my friends told me what they were mumbling about. And it's actually, they thought I was going to confess my feelings to him. I was like, what? And then he's like, and then they're like, yeah, you were stuttering and everything, so we thought you were gonna, do that kind of stuff. And I was like, no, I just know him for like 3 days. But then when I said this, I realized I actually have some feelings for him. So I know it's kind of impossible. It's only been 4 days, but I think it's real. I don't know. He's not like hot, he's not like that muscular, but I just think he's a very nice guy, and he's very mature, and yes. So anyways, so after the camp, I texted him and I was like, can you give me your Instagram, because I want to tag you in the group photo thingy. And he's like, oh sure, but I don't use that actually. I don't use Instagram much, but you can still tag me. And he gave me his Instagram, and we start talking and texting each other, and I found out how much he likes to laugh and everything. Anyways, we just talked and talked and talked until we slept last night, because we were so tired after the camp, and we are still talking today. So what do you guys think I should do? Because I will see him every week at church. I actually promised my friend I'll go to her church every week, so I see Victor every week as well. So I'm wondering what I should do. We were talking, but what further action should I take? Or should I just wait? Or should I just... Yeah, I really don't know. I have no experience with dealing with this, because all my crushes before him are my classmates. I've never ever met like boys outside of my school much, so yeah, I really need some help. If you guys have any kind of advice, suggestions, or similar experience, just tell me in the comment section down below. And that's it for this video. If you guys liked it, please remember to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye!